Hey guys, welcome back to Bad Luck Garage. So today we're over at Uncle Ray's house here and we're working on the DR Nova. So ever since we did the swap, the steering has been a little bit twitchy in this thing, and also the power steering pump whines a little. So today Uncle Ray decided we're just going to go ahead and put a new steering box. Ooh, it's way back there. Yeah. So we're going to replace the steering box in this thing, and we're also going to replace the power steering pump. Ray just went ahead and bought new, and it was actually a little bit cheaper than what I thought it was going to be. It ended up being, what, about $270 for both after tax?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was less than $300 for the rebuilt steering box and a new power steering pump. So we're just going to go ahead. Ray went ahead and got the DR Nova here up on jack stands, and we're going to tear into it. Okay, so Ray's going to go underneath, and he's going to work on, I guess, taking the pitman arm loose from the steering box here. And there's only 4 bolts holding the steering box to the frame. Then we've got this power steering line here that screws into it. We've got our soft line, or return line, and we got to take the steering column loose. So I guess he's going to start working on that. I'm going to start working on the pump. So I got to take our cladding off here, take our alternator off, take our belt off, and I think what I'm going to do is just take this whole bracket loose and then disconnect the lines from the power steering pump, and then I can take it off and use my pulley puller to get the power steering pulley off. All right, naked engine. Let's unplug this alternator, and we have to take our power wire off the back. So a smart man would unhook the battery, but I've never been accused of being a smart man. All right, so I decided to do the smart man thing. Went ahead and disconnected the battery. Got our belt off, and I've got the whole bracket here with the power steering pump. I've got that all loose. What I'm gonna have to do now, I'm gonna have to take the lines loose. There's one line that, if you guys remember when we first put this engine in, it's kind of a pain to get to on the very back bottom of the pump there. There's just not a lot of room. But I gotta get that one loose, and I also have to get our return line loose here. So I'm gonna have to find a drip pan, because when we take that bottom line loose, it's gonna dump fluid everywhere. So I'm gonna grab me a drip pan, I'll get that bottom line loose, and I'll be right back. So we got our new steering box here. The issue we had, the nut that goes on here that holds the pitman arm to the steering box, it's 1 15/16. Well, Ray had a 1 15/16 socket, but it's a 3/4 inch drive. So we had to go to the store and get an adapter, because we didn't have a 3/4 inch ratchet to adapt a 1/2 inch ratchet to that socket. But also, you're going to need a pitman arm puller. Once you get that socket off, you got to slide this guy over the pitman arm and tighten it up to break the pitman arm loose from the steering box. So we went ahead and got that. That was about, I think that was about $10 at AutoZone. I don't know how much this adapter was, but we probably got one around here somewhere. We just couldn't find it. All right, so we got the power steering pump off. Like I said, took the whole bracket off. I'm just kind of draining it into this pan right now, and we'll deal with that in a second. But for right now, we're going under here. Uncle Ray's got the big Milwaukee out, about to bust this pinion nut loose. Oh, gotta love that impact. You gotta love that impact. Here's a washer. Cool. Cool. That beats the hell out of straining on it, doesn't it?
Yep.
So that's out. Now we got our pitman arm tool here. Trying to get you guys where you can see. Oh, okay. Yeah, it straightened up. I saw it straighten up that time. Might be hard to get that ratchet on it now, or that
Impact?
Oh no, you got an extension, don't you? Yeah, you ought to be fine with an extension. Take that big boy socket off. Wait, do you have it on forward or reverse?
I took that nut off.
So it should have been on reverse. You need to flip it back.
Yeah. You're right. You're always right.
I ain't always right. You're always right. Damn. That some bitch ain't moving, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Is it?
I believe. Looks like a picking arm.
That puller's breaking. Holy crap, man. The puller's breaking. That's not good. Yeah, it's done come off on this end. Holy crap, that thing's bound up, man. That is not good. You're gonna have to reverse it. Like it's off. It's bent plumb off. Holy shit. Yeah, it freaking bent the jaws open on this thing. And mushroom that. Look, it mushroomed the damn head.
You know what we're going to do, don't you?
What?
Take it off right here.
And just get a whole new pitman arm too?
Yep.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, new plan, guys, is we're just gonna get a whole new pitman arm, I guess. All right, so we got the old box off. Here's the issue, guys. This pitman arm just was not coming off. It's totally seized on here, so I think we're gonna have to just get a new pitman arm, which probably ain't a bad thing anyway, man. I mean, it might have had, yeah, look, because it's got some slop in it anyway, so that'll make me feel a little better. But we're just making sure everything's the same and right.
Alright, these gotta come out, right?
Yeah, those got to come off, and we got to put this line on this.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna start transferring some fittings and stuff over.
Well, men and women, we gotta see action.
Action.
Or
All right,
Robert.
guys, we're using our little tool here to take our pulley. Wait, oh, I've got this thing wound up too far. Take the power steering pulley off. There we go. So we got to press the pulley back on. So we're just going to set our pulley on here like this.
Yeah, you gotta erase that out.
Yeah. And we've got to find one of these guys that screws into here. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we need this guy. Maybe screws into there. And we'll get our little bushing here. And this guy. Yeah, flip this over. Able to spin this guy on now. Alright, so the pulley's back on. We're going to go ahead and put this guy on. The bad news is, while we do have the new steering box sitting down there ready to go on, we were not able to find a pitman arm in stock, since we could not. The pitman arm, the old one, was frozen to the old box. Also, the old pitman arm had a lot of slop in the ball joint on it, so we went ahead and ordered one, but we're not going to get it on in this video. We're just going to go ahead and get the steering box in, get the new pump in, and the pitman arm is supposed to be here in a couple days. So
I'd have to take his sunroof back out.
yeah. All right, guys, we got the new steering box in. I don't feel like I don't know. Let's try that bolt and see. Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy, moving you around. I don't know if the rag joint is fully seated on the splines there, is what I was gonna say. So we're gonna try to get the bolt in here. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a little prying on that, because I can't get the bolt started, but I'll fiddle with that in just a second. So the box is bolted in. We just got to bolt our bracket back on here and get all of our hoses hooked back up. All right, so we got it wrestled back on. All the lines are hooked up. Brackets are back on. We're just trying to get the get the belt routing down here. So luckily we've got several other LS vehicles over here to look at. So we're gonna go out here and look at the Silverado and figure out how to get this belt back on. All right, guys, we got it all back together. Everything except the pitman arm that we're waiting on. I was telling Uncle Ray over there, I said, you know, it's funny, you look in this engine bay and you think there is just a shit ton of room in here until you start working on it. then you find out you ain't got no room. But yeah, she's all back together. Hopefully Saturday we'll get the pitman arm back on and fill it up with fluid, and hopefully we'll have no more whining power steering pump and no more twitchy steering. When we took this apart, it was like mud, the fluid that come out of there. So I'm thinking what happened, you know, the power steering pump wasn't that high mileage that was on it, but the steering box has been on this car since it was new, you know, so what, 47 years it's been on this Nova. So I think maybe it was just full of nastiness, and maybe it wiped the pump out too. But anyway, that's pretty much it, guys.
Sounds good right there.
So what?
It sounds good right now.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, ain't whining, buzzing, nothing.
Yeah.
Steering's nice and easy. There's no pitman arms on it. You can just spin the wheel. But anyway, that's about it, guys. I wanted to tell you the next video, I got something special coming, especially for you guys who've been asking me about LT swap. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching. Now get out in the garage, get something done, and I'll see you next time here on Bad Luck Garage.